the most outrageous M performance car in the range, that is until the ludicrous-sounding M760Li joins the BMW fleet in the near future. The M6 is available in 3 guises, much the same way the 6 Series is, as a coupe, convertible and a 4-door Gran Coupe. But that is where the similarities end. The 6 Series is similar in many ways to the Mercedes-Benz S-Class coupe as a competent Grand Tourer, while the M6 is cut from the same cloth as the aggressive brute that Mercedes-AMG devised in the S63 and S65 coupe. The standard M6 already has 552 bhp, and like with most M cars there is a competition package that can be appended. In 2015, BMW facelifted the 6 Series with changes made to the bumpers, air intakes and headlights, with the M6 also inheriting those tweaks. However, there was one bespoke change BMW made to the M6's competition pack too, and let's face it, who doesn't like a horsepower number that starts with a 6? So, an upgrade to the upgrade it is. The old competition package is no more, and the current one offers 600 horsepower, or 592 bhp in imperial money. That's not all, this new competition package is more competition-y. Springs and dampers have been upgraded, as have anti-roll bars. The electronically controlled limited-slip M differential gets its own ECU, the stability control program has its own tune, as does the steering, while there's an Akrapovic titanium exhaust system. When I say the suspension is upgraded, mind, what I mean is stiffer. The dampers are still adaptive, so you do get some say in how rigid they are. The chassis, like the steering and the engine, transmission response, can be put in Comfort, Sport or Sport Plus, individually, or together, as you prefer. For those of you keen to keep the M6 standard, you won't be disappointed with the 552 bhp it produces, not to mention its extensive equipment list. There is double wishbone suspension at the front, 19-in alloy wheels, an M Performance aerodynamically tuned body kit, a quad-pipe exhaust system and plenty of M6 designation. Inside there is electrically adjustable sports seats, a merino leather upholstery, and a Harman Kardon stereo system, while like the rest of the BMW range, the M6 gives iDrive with sat-nav, DAB, Bluetooth, USB interface and the addition of a 10.2-inch screen. Here we took on the M6 competition package and any way you set it up, it's an agreeable car. Slip the settings into their softest ones and it does a passable impression of a GT car. And although there's always an underlying firmness to it, a result, you suspect, of the pack's unique 20-in rims and some of the limitations of this platform, which have long prevented the BMW 5 Series and 7 Series from being all they might be, that's not always a bad thing here. Unlike other cars on this architecture, the M6 doesn't have to ride particularly well, you see, and freed from those obligations it remains for my money the best car based on this platform. Body control, even in comfort, is tight, and if you flick the settings further, that only becomes more impressive. Sure, the ride goes from firm to fidgety, but it's only too harsh on poor roads. What is harder to find is a road that's big enough. Quite often we drive a car overseas and have to reserve final judgment until we come to the UK. With the M6, almost the reverse is true. You'd want a de-restricted autobahn to get the best out of this, performance is so mighty. It takes a while to arrive, though. The 4.4-liter V8 has notable lag at lower revs, but after a short pause an inordinate amount of shove arrives. The M6 competition pack is one of those cars that lets you overtake as you please, that bothers its stability control regularly or, if it's switched off, lets you enjoy its front-engined, rear-driven balance with great ease. If you're in the market for an M6, should you pay the extra for the competition package? Sure. It costs £7,300 more than standard, but if you were going to spend more than £90,000 on a 6 Series anyway, I suspect that's the least of your troubles. You can have the package on M6 Gran Coupe and convertible models too, and although I'm not sure why you'd want it on the latter, I'd probably tick the box on a coupe. It takes an already impressive machine and makes it keener in the areas that count.